Hey guys, it's Layla, and there's lots of noise because one, the air is on, it's hot, two, the TV's on. I don't really want to turn it off, so sorry. But today mm, I think I want to do a tutorial on like a cut, like a half cut crease. I don't feel like doing a whole cut crease. But who knows? You never know. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start by doing eyes. And that's like the most important part. So that means I'm getting your view it right at the beginning. Haha. And so yeah, I sort of like weirdly tend not to do brows first. I used to do that like a whole lot. Like, what the heck? I'm gonna really hope that you guys can see me do this because sometimes it doesn't work. But yeah, I'm gonna... What the heck happened to my brushes? What? My brushes are just like falling everywhere. So that's just mega spooky. So I don't really tend to do my eyebrows as dramatic as I did because now I sort of like natural brows with like a dramatic look. And it just looks nice to me. I don't know what it is. It just looks nice. If I'm filling in my brows, I'm gonna fill them in like later because the eyes are more important. So I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids with concealer, and I'm using Tarte Shade Tape in this shade Deep Sand. I'm gonna put that like under my eye, then blend it downwards, and then I'm gonna mix this white thing, this white stuff. I don't feel like explaining it right now. I'll explain it when I get to it. But I'm gonna put that on my lid so the colors can pop more. I'm just gonna see how that works out, and I'm gonna hope that it works well. So I hate that I can't like really zoom in because I'm just using my phone camera. But I really hope that y'all can like actually see what the heck I'm doing. It's kind of spooky, but you know. Oh, my mirror is so dirty. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell if y'all can like see this on camera or not. I'm just gonna hope that y'all can. I don't know what to talk about. It's Monday after Easter. I'm really lonely. Nothing has really been happening in my life. My life is really boring because one, I'm an only child, so I don't have anyone in the house with me besides my mom. I mean, that's fine because I love my mom to death, but it gets kind of boring at times with the only entertainment that I have being my phone or laptop. This lighting, what the heck? I also don't have a boyfriend, and I don't plan on really having one, but it's just kind of weird seeing everyone else with boyfriends, you know, and it just makes me feel kind of lonely because everyone's hanging out at parties having a good time, and I'm sitting at home not knowing about the parties because no one tells me when dances and parties are, and so I miss out on everything. I kind of don't really need the white. I'll use the white to cut the crease, and y'all will see that later. So, yeah, like, I just don't really know what to do. I'm gonna be back and have this eye covered because I don't want to be talking for too long, because that's a thing that I do, and I don't feel like editing this video for that long. So, okay, so I have this eye on, and I realized that I was literally ranting to myself about how people, like, all the time they'd ask me to do their makeup, but recently I offered to do people's makeup for, like, prom and stuff if they were going to, like, another school's prom besides the school that we attend, and no one responded, and that just kind of pissed me off, because I'm like, yo, like, you asked me to do your makeup all the time, and now when I'm offering it, you don't want it. And I think that's because I'm not offering it for free. Like, sweetie, I'm gonna be using the James Charles palette on your face because that's the main eyeshadow palette that I use in general. You're not getting your makeup done for free. And I'm sorry if that you have an issue with that, but it's just not gonna happen. So, yeah. That's my rant for today. And now we can sort of get into the tutorial. The tutorial. I'm gonna be using, like I said, the James Charles palette. And so I'm gonna start. This is just an Ulta Beauty brush. I don't have lots of brushes, and they're all, like, really cheap, sort of. Like, they aren't Morphe brushes or Real Techniques brushes, even though those brushes aren't really expensive. That's what I mean. Like, these brushes aren't really expensive, but I get them at, like, a random beauty supply or something, and so depending on where you live, I don't know if you can access them. This brush just came in a little kit that my stepmom got me for Christmas. I think it was Christmas. And so I'm gonna be taking Skip. It's at the very bottom right corner, that bright pink, and stamp it into my crease right here. And I'm not gonna go all the way in. I'm gonna stop about, like, halfway, because I'm gonna use another color. I'm gonna stamp that right in there. And this is pretty much what it should look like. Yeah. I'm gonna use the shade, I think this is Escape. I'm not gonna be using, like, any other colors from this palette, besides, like that little pinkish purple corner with Pinkity Drinkity, Skip, love that, Single, Artistry, and Escape. Those are, like, the only colors I'm gonna be using, so I just stay in that realm. You don't have to touch anywhere else on the palette. I'm gonna dip into Escape and put that on the other side, like the other half of my crease, and just stamp that. Again, I'm really sorry for all this background noise. It's super annoying, and I'm so sorry, but I don't really know what else to do about that besides turn the air off. And I could do that, considering I'm not really hot or cold right now. I'm fine, but I just kind of don't want to. So yeah, now I'm gonna take this, I think this is a Wet n Wild brush. It's super fluffy, and I adore it for, like, I love using this to, like, blend out shadows in my crease. And I'm gonna take Pinkity Drinkity, that pale pink. It doesn't really show up on me, but it blends out the pink nicely. And I'm gonna blend that out into, like, onto the rest of my eye. And it's doing something weird right now, and I'm not digging that. So It might be because that brush is like super fluffy. I could probably use a denser brush, but I don't really want to. So I'm just going to take the same brush that I applied that pink with and take Pinkity Trinkity and mix it with the tiniest bit of Skip. And actually like blend it out instead of just stamping it. And now I'm going to go back in with this brush and just, because it still has a teeny bit of shadow on it, and just go in like that. And you can see it's like, it's blended out more than it was before. And it's weird because like I'm sort of losing the brightness of the pink. And so I'm just going to reapply a little bit of Skip and then blend that out with this brush with like no product on it, pretty much. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side, but I'm gonna use that's Single. I'm gonna use a little bit of Single. It's the color that's to the left of Skip, so the right of Escape. The colors that I've used so far are pretty much right next to each other, and so that's what makes this whole thing pretty easy. And this is pretty much just like a slightly lighter purple. And I'm gonna use that. And take that wet mod brush again and just blend it out onto like pretty much into the brow bone, sort of. Now here's the part where I'm contemplating doing a full cut crease or not, because a half cut crease will be simpler, but I weirdly mess up on those more than I mess up on actual cut creases. And so I think I might just do a full-on cut crease, but I don't know. I want to do something weird with liner. That's the thing. I want to do something weird with liner. And so I'm gonna try that and see how it works out. And this is where the white stuff I was talking about comes in. It's this e.l.f. mix to match adjuster thing. You can use it to, you can mix it in with foundations if your foundation is too dark. And they have other ones too. They have a dark brown one, a deep one. They have like a tan one. And I could say if you have a lighter skin tone, use the bronze / tan one to deepen your thing, because the actual dark brown one is like dark brown. And so I wouldn't recommend using that to deepen your foundation if you have a lighter skin tone. So yeah, I'm gonna take that white and it's kind of mixing in with the concealer that's already on this brush, but that's fine. I just want it to be lighter. I'm gonna take this, I tilt my head back so I can see, and then I'm just gonna place that there, and I'm also gonna place some already right here, and just look up to see if it creases somewhere. And there's this slight little dot, you can't really see it on camera I don't think, but it creases up, like it transfers, that's the word, it transfers up in here. There we go. I like to just go ahead and do the line, like hurry up and cut it before I like mess up really bad. There we go. Now I'm gonna set it with Flashback from the James palette, and I'm gonna set this very quickly. Okay, so now I am gonna try, I guess, to do like a graphic liner type of situation, because this is just kind of boring to me without it. And so I'm gonna, oh god, all my brushes are falling into my lap. Also, I sort of, not necessarily messed up, but like somewhat, I added ring light from the palette onto my lid, just to make it pop more, and that definitely worked. It transferred a teeny bit up, and so I'm gonna have to fix that later, but I don't feel like fixing it at the moment. So I'm gonna take this angled brush and more of this. I'm gonna take my angled brush and dip it in here, and I have to be careful because this is pretty liquidy. I'm gonna make a wing. Extending from my eye. And just bring it all the way in. I usually wouldn't bring it all the way to the inner corner, but I am because I'm going to be placing shadows on top. I'm going to go in with this again, but with the white shadow so I can set it correctly. Or am I just going with skip with that, like on this brush? Yeah. So yeah, now I'm gonna dip into Escape, that's what it's called, and do the same thing on the inner half. And I'm gonna take the tiniest bit more of Ring Light, which is that second shade from the top left corner. If you take canvas and then go to the directly next shade, the one directly next to it, that is Ring Light. And I'm just gonna clean that up over top of the liner. And I'm gonna put the camera in close right quick. I'm gonna take it out the tripod. Okay, that's actually like super cute. I'm really digging that. But I have to do it on this eye now, and I don't really feel like it, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna take a picture of this right quick. Cute. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then I'll come back to finish my face makeup. So now I'm gonna do face stuff, and now I'm gonna go into brows a little more. I'm gonna take this in the shade Benny, and put it in my brows sort of, and just add a little bit more shape and color to them. Now I'm gonna start with face makeup, and for primer I'm gonna use the Fenty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I love this primer, and so yeah, I definitely recommend it. I think it's the same price as the foundation, unless you get the mini one like I got. And I'm gonna take my Fenty foundation in the shade 420, and yeah. By the way, 420 just recently passed. That has nothing to do with me though, because I am a child. I don't smoke. Smoking is disgusting. Okay, that happened. My phone fell. So yeah, I'm just gonna be blending this out into the skin. I really like this foundation too because it's really buildable and it's just nice. It's just a really nice foundation. It's not too full coverage, and so it's just, it feels great, and it's really liquidy, which makes it kind of easier to blend with a wet sponge. With a wet sponge, okay, so with a wet sponge and it being so liquidy, it also takes away some of that coverage. But I personally don't mind that. My sponge literally just rolled onto the floor. With my Tarte Shape Tape, I'm gonna use this to conceal under the eyes and conceal the weird pimples that I have. They're really tiny pimples, which is strange. But, you know, I'm fine with that. I don't care. I'd rather have no pimples, but you don't always get what you ask for. Don't really know what to say now, but I think I'm just gonna finish face makeup, and I think that'll just be the end of this video, because now I don't really know what to talk about, because the TV kind of kept me going for some reason, and now that it's off, it's just like, whoa. I have this blush thing that I love to use now. It's the Mary Kay at Play Lip and Cheek Stick, and this is in the shade Peach Pop. I don't know if you can see it, but it's I don't know. It says Peach Pop, but I don't know. It's not really showing on camera, but I love this so much. It's just, it's so cute. If you want more pigment, I recommend blending it out with your fingers. That works just as well. So now I think I'm just gonna set my face. And yes, I know Kat Von D is technically canceled, but this was my birthday gift from Sephora, so I'm gonna use it because I actually like the product. I'm sorry if you like despise Kat Von D, but I don't care really, because makeup is makeup and I love it. So my camera got out for some reason, and so, but yeah, like I was saying, if you don't care about beauty scandals, I recommend the Kat Von D Lock-It powder, because it's actually like really good. And so now what I'm gonna do is go back in with the eyeshadow and do the under eye. I'm gonna take Skip again in the inner half of that lower lash line, and take Escape and a little bit of Single. Makeup is low-key frustrating, but also, like, it's stressful, but also relieves stress at the exact same time. And now I'm gonna take, again, that super fluffy brush that I used earlier, and I'm gonna dip into Face from the James Charles palette and mix it with this gold shade. It's like, it's the second to the last shadow on the top row. I just forgot the name of it, so I'm just gonna use those two as a highlight. And don't worry, I'm gonna try to put on lashes. I just completely forgot about that. So I kind of want blind it, you know. Nose blind me. Okay, that's better. Okay. Now I'm gonna put mascara, and I'm gonna put mascara on, take pictures, and then put lashes on, and if I succeed, take more pictures. So, because you never know what's gonna happen. So oh, I completely forgot. I wanted to put artistry in the inner corner. So I'm gonna take that, spritz it, and put that in the very inner corner of my eyes. Yeah, that's so pretty. Oh my god, that is stunning. I'm gonna put actually a tiny bit on my brow bone. So yeah, that's simply just gorgeous. I'm gonna tap it onto my highlight areas. So it has like that little purple tint to it, sort of. Wow. I'm gonna do brow gel and stuff, and then I'm gonna put mascara and stuff on. I will see y'all in a little bit. So I have my lashes on and stuff, and so that's pretty much the end of this look. I'm not gonna put on like any lip product or anything because I don't really feel like it. You can put on whatever lip you want. But yeah, that's the end of this look. Oh Jesus, okay. I hope you guys like this. I really like how this turned out. This lash is kind of getting wonky and being all weird and stuff, and I have no idea what happened to this one. This one's fine though. But yeah, let me know what videos y'all want. I'm so down to film them, especially since summer is coming up. This is like the only weekend I could really film, and so love y'all. Bye.